Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday. Sunday the what? The 1st of October, the 10th month of 2017. Where on earth did the time go? Because it is the 1st of the month, I'm actually going to start the vlog, instead of end it, I'm going to start the vlog by saying a thank you to our patrons. Thank you guys so much. The names of all of our Patreon producers are scrolling along the bottom of the screen now. If you are watching and you are interested in learning how you can support Mao and myself and get perks because of doing that, there is a link that will appear on screen shortly, and there's also a link in the description box below. Yes, it is October. It's kind of wild to believe that 10 months have come and gone. Well, I guess 9 months have come and gone. We're in the 10th month, but 2017 is really flying by. Today I'm actually going to be talking about a bit of equipment. I do discuss equipment from time to time, especially because we have a lot of amateur filmmakers who watch the vlogs, and people that watch the vlogs and then decide they want to become amateur filmmakers. So both are welcome to participate in this little segment. The thing I'm going to be talking about today is a pistol grip. A pistol grip is, well, let me show you. See that funky little thing that's attached to the bottom of the camera? That is a pistol grip. And as you might expect, it looks like the grip of a pistol. There's a bunch of different versions that you can get. There's a bunch of different models that they sell on Amazon. I looked through a bunch of them, and I wound up on this specific one. And if you're interested in this specific one, I'll put it in the description below. And I've had it for about a month. I've been using it off and on without, telling anybody, and I really like it. I'm starting to fall a little bit more in love with it, just because it allows me to get steady shots, and also shots that would be difficult to get, just because I always have to hold the camera from on the sides, and holding it on the sides out from you is a little hard. A lot easier to just hold this stick. It also has, it's kind of hard to tell, but let me undo it a little bit. It also has, finger grooves, so you can actually grip it, and as you may expect, it just screws into the tripod mount. And this particular model just seemed to be a lot nicer than some of the other ones. It actually, it has a seat for it to sit on, because some of them don't. Some of them are just basically the screw mount. And the seat that it sits on is, I don't know if it's rubber or silicone, but it's one of the two. I think it's rubber, so it allows it to not move so much when it's on there. It also has, I guess, like a little spot where you could put it on a keychain or a lanyard or something like that. The thing that I have found useful is that it also comes with a screw mount at the bottom. I guess if you wanted to, you could put it on like a tripod, which doesn't make any sense to me, but I actually keep it on my keys, and I'll show you what I mean. So here on my keys, you can see I have the bottom part of this, and this came with the pistol grip, and I just keep it on my carabiner, and you can actually put it on here, like it screws in, and I've carried it around like this, although I have to admit it's a little bulky. I usually just keep this separate, but it does work. In fact, the other day at the Irish Italian Festival, there was one moment where I needed to be completely hands-free. I had the camera mounted to this, and I attached it back to my keys. So on the side of my belt loop was hanging this and the camera attached, and it was fine. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing that for like a long period of time, because I would be scared that my very expensive camera would like fall off my hip and hit the cement and break. But for a moment where I was like, I think I was trying to eat or something, it worked. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the things I've just been keeping on my belt loop, and I think that's just a really cool feature that some of the other pistol grips didn't have. Because it's just a tripod mount, obviously you can make the camera face whichever direction you want. You're obviously going to be holding the pistol grip like this with your fingers on the finger groove, so if you want, you can turn the camera backwards for selfie style, or you can have it forwards if you're filming other things. And it's just been a really great asset. It's been something that I didn't think that I would use a whole lot, but I didn't have much to lose because it was so inexpensive. I forget exactly what I paid, but it was less than $15, and for less than 15 bucks, this thing is absolutely proven very, very useful. It helps keep the camera very, very still, but it's also just, it's kind of nice to hold. Like it's nicer to hold the camera like this than it is to try and hold it on the sides, and it's something you have to kind of use to, I don't know, to truly appreciate, I think. Let me screw this back in and tighten it up. Good stuff. Yeah, it's nice. It's one of those things I would just highly recommend that you consider if you have a point and shoot camera and you're doing vlogging stuff. Obviously your camera does have to have a tripod mount, a screw hole underneath, but pretty much every point and shoot camera does have that, so you should be good. Anyway, that's it for today. I promise in the future to bring more camera accessories or video equipment, things like that, things of that nature. Just because we do have amateur filmmakers and other video producers watching the channel who I know would find this sort of thing interesting. And also, if you guys find anything interesting, feel free to send it my way. Send me a link on Twitter if you see something that's kind of unusual or you think could be beneficial for our setup, or if you have questions about something that you think that I might be able to answer. Send it my way on Twitter and I'll take a look at it. There's a lot of interesting things that can make your setup, your workflow faster and more efficient, and a lot of times you don't even think about those things until you have a hold of them. In my case, literally a hold of it. The pistol grip has been just a really nice addition, and it's something I would have never thought about until I found out about it randomly a month ago, and was like, yeah, this isn't much money. I think I'll give this thing a shot. So I'm really glad I did. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?